Hello, guys, and welcome back to the FPL Duo. We're back for the team selection video for Blank Game Week 29. And yeah, a lot to discuss. Obviously, Game Week 28, double Game Week 28 has just concluded. Obviously, the last game was Bournemouth v Luton last night in that mad fixture. But yeah, we'll get onto that in a sec. How you doing, Jordan?
Yeah, all is good. Yeah, very interesting comeback from obviously that game from yesterday. Didn't see that coming at all.
Yeah, we'll discuss it. So let's quickly recap Game Week 28, double Game Week 28, I should say. And it's been a madness, really. So I think before yesterday's match, Luton v Bournemouth, my rank was around 200k. And obviously shot up massively since then because I've had a few, very good results with some of my players. So let's break it down. So I had Areola in goal for the double game week, and obviously he conceded. I'm trying to remember who. Feels like such a long time ago. Areola did concede 2-2 in the Burnley match. Obviously conceding. That was unfortunate. In the back line, Gabriel conceded after Ramsdale's howler. Doughty drew 1-1 to Palace, and then obviously we know the mad game. They did lose 4-3 Luton yesterday. They were 3-0 up, and they absolutely threw it away in the end, losing 4-3. But Doughty did pick up an assist, I believe, in that game. So that counts for something, did get 3 points. I was very happy that Doughty did return. Zabani, again, I think this is what double game weeks are made of. So before people tell you double game weeks are overrated, this is exactly what I love about double game weeks. Zabani, when he scored that goal, I was shocked because I didn't expect him to score, because that was his first goal of the season. And yeah, that's just exactly why I love a double game week, because something like that can happen. Yeah, some people will say it was lucky, but you've got to be in it, I guess, to be lucky. And yeah, he comes away with a goal. He did concede as well, obviously the 3 goals, but yeah, just very happy that Zabani's paid off big time. And as you guys know, I took out Nathan Ake, who blanked against Liverpool, so that was already paid off straight away. I did take a -8 as well, guys. As you know, I took out the 3 Man City players. I took out Ake, I took out Foden, I took out Haaland. All the 3 players between them got 6 points. Zabani got 8 on his own, so he outscored all the 3 Man City players essentially on his own, which is nice. In the midfield, Saka did blank against Brentford. Son was like the main man of this game week, coming away with the 17 points. I think he got a goal and then 2 assists as well, I believe. Trying to remember, in the 4-0 win against Aston Villa, which was big. Barkley, another one yesterday, helped me shoot up ranks. He comes away with a 7-pointer last night, total 9-pointer after his goal against Bournemouth to make it 3-0, I think. Palmer again carries on doing what he does. He's been consistent as well for me so far this season. Looking back, I picked him up at 4.9 million, I think, in game week 10, and he's been in my team pretty much since. So yeah, he's also been really good, getting the goal and the assist and the bonus as well against Newcastle in the 3-2 win. Then up front, Solanke. Now, Solanke, we know, blanked in the first fixture. However, he did get a goal last night. He wasn't looking good in the first half, but he did turn it around. He ended up getting a goal, and I believe he also got 2 bonus points last night as well. So he comes away with the 8 points because he's my captain, the 16-pointer, which is nice. Morris, nothing really to shout about. Blanks in both the games, which was disappointing because I was looking forward to Morris, getting me something. Because if Morris scored, then I don't know what even more. The ranks could have been a lot nicer. But yeah, he comes with a blank, and Watkins the same after his 4-0 trouncing in the Spurs game. So all in all, it's been a very good game week for me. And you take a look at the bench as well. I've had Dubravka, Douglas Luiz on there, Pedro Porro on a 7-pointer on there as well, which obviously I didn't really expect against Aston Villa. And then Taylor as well on the bench with a 1-pointer. So as you guys know, I don't believe I was in the deadline stream because I couldn't make it, but I did take a -8. I took Ake, Haaland, Foden out for Zabani, Barkley, and Morris. And it's 79 points for me total. However, I did take the -8. So you're looking at 71 points total. And that gave me a pretty big green arrow of about 70k, I think 65, 70k. Now my rank's sitting at 133k, and I've still got the free hit, the wild card, and stuff in the pocket as well. So hopefully, I can make a charge into that top 100k very soon, and you see my plans for game week 29 in a sec as well. But yeah, Jordan, same for you. Talk us through how your game week 28 concluded.
Yeah, so it was a very interesting conclusion to double game at 28. But let's start off with obviously I have Ariel as well, and we spoke about him not getting his clean sheet against Burnley in that draw, but he did get a save point to get him 2 points. In terms of defence, there wasn't any clean sheets for our defenders. So Brantford conceded to Man United, Gabriel conceded to Brentford. But the fortunate part of the defence was Doughty getting the assist in his second fixture against Bournemouth, which gave him the 5 points. So there is something in terms of return from the defence, but that's the only one. So let's move on to the midfield. Foden, for those who did take him out, it was good because Foden did blank in that 1-1 draw against Liverpool. Gross is probably one of the saviours in my team. He got his 8 points for the assist to the only Brighton goal, and also got the clean sheet and the bonus too. And moving on to Palmer, who this is why I didn't want to get rid of Palmer when he had his blank game week, because he has been the clutch for Chelsea since he's joined them, and yet again he's shown that he's a game changer and a game player with the goal and an assist and the bonus 3 to take those 3 points for Chelsea over Newcastle in that 3-2 win. It was very important, and without Palmer, I think Chelsea would be in a lot more trouble. But yeah, a nice double haul of 13 points from him. Saka, on the other hand, he does blank in that 2-1 win over Brentford. It was a bit shaky that game. It looked like it was going to be an upset, but there was a late goal, and yeah, also went on to get the win. Moving on to the front three, so Haaland, he does blank as well. I think a lot of people are thankful who did get rid of Haaland, as it did pay off. Also with Watkins, he also didn't have any fortune against Tottenham in that 4-0 loss. A bit of a shock that Aston Villa didn't score any goals, especially playing the home fixture. And finally, moving on to the big, obviously, in terms of chip strategy, this was the big captaincy this week, Solanke, because I did use my triple captain on him. For the first game week, obviously, it didn't pay off because he missed a penalty and his second goal was ruled off a handball. But in his second fixture, which was yesterday against Luton, he did manage to get a goal and got the bonus as well. Not as much as I thought. I was hoping a little bit more, and it could have been much more. He could have potentially had 3 goals, Solanke, in this double game week, but I think there was a bit unfortunate events that happened during the first fixture. But he does end up on 24, which isn't so bad. It could be worse. He could have actually ended up on, I don't know, 9 points if he didn't manage to get that goal and bonus points. In terms of the bench, though, there's nothing really much to talk about. Leno didn't keep his clean sheet, nor did Ake as well, so they're both on single-digit points, and Bell and Hwang were ruled out for that game week. So the green arrow is not as significant as I wanted it to be. It's only a 10k green. I was originally on 71k, now I've gone up to 61. I think obviously Solanke having the missed penalty did affect the rank gains with the triple captaincy, so it didn't really pay off, but it was a green arrow nonetheless, and that ends the game week with 62 points.
Okay, brilliant. So green arrows for both of us, which is good. Yeah, that's game week 28 pretty much out the way. Let's bring up game week 29 now and we'll guys talk you through what our plans are for that week. So I'll go with my team first. I'll just zoom in for you guys a bit closer so you can see what my team looks like. Just bear with me for a sec. Nope. Bear with me for a sec, guys. There you go. So, as you guys know, I am not free hitting in game week 29. I've actually got, well, currently, as you see, I've already made a transfer. So, keen eyes might realize Saka has been gone from my team. So, I did Saka out, I believe, on Monday. Saka's gone, and I bought in James Maddison for free. Okay, because I had one free transfer and I've done that for free. So let's currently talk you guys through what my team looks like. So in goal, I've got Areola, who's got Villa. I've got Porro against Fulham. I've got Doughty against Forest. I've got Taylor against Brentford. I've got midfield four currently of Barkley against Forest, Douglas Luiz against West Ham, and I've got Son and Maddison who are Fulham away. Up front, I've got Watkins against West Ham. I've got Morris against Forest as well. And as you guys can see, I've got Solanke as the only player that blanks. So currently, I've got 10 playing players, and that's just with free transfers so far as well. So I will need to take a -4. And when I take a -4, I will be doing Solanke to Tony, and that would give me 11 playing players for a -4, which I think is a pretty good position to be in, because a lot of people have like 2 or 3 players, 4 players if you're lucky. So you are going to have to free hit. I don't think free hitting is bad strategy, but the way I've set my team up, I knew in Game Week 29 that I didn't want to free hit essentially. So that's why I bought in a bunch of Luton players. I took hits for these Luton players last week, and it's paid off already because, as we know, Doughty done done well, 5-6 pointer. Barkley done a madness, so it's already paid off. And now I don't have any Man City players in my team, so I'm pretty well set up. Really, all I'm gonna do is Solanke to Tony for free. For a -4, I should say, and that will be my free hit team essentially. And I think when I compare my team to a free hit team, most of the free hitters that are gonna free hit, I've got them anyway. Most of you guys are gonna bring in Son, Maddison, Porro. I've got Watkins, Morris. I'm gonna have Tony for a -4, and I'm pretty happy with the rest of my team. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the strategy. And then what I'm gonna do now, instead of free hitting this week, I'm gonna now save my free hit for game week 34. And that's the plan, because there's a double game week in 34 as well. And then I'm probably gonna wildcard in game week 31 as well, to bring Haaland, etc., back in the Man City assets. Also Saka, who I've got rid of as well. So you guys will see what I do in 30 as well. 30, I'm probably going to look to bring Mo Salah in for someone like Ross Barkley. But yeah, we'll come on to that in a sec. So that is my team. The transfer is Madison's already come in. I've done that early for a price rise for Saka. And then the last final one is Solanke to Tony as well.
Very good.
But yeah, I think that's it, Jordan, for my team, really. I'm pretty much sorted it. You're on free hit, as we know. Talk us through a free hit draft. Have you tinkered much? Have you changed much at all? Or
there's been a considerable amount of changes that I've made to the team. Obviously, goalkeeper Flecken stays the same, but there has been 2 changes in defence. So Udogi and Reguilon are the 2 newcomers in my team. I originally had Collins, and I'm trying to think about who
Porro?
I actually had. No, it wasn't Porro. It was someone else, but I can't remember who it was.
I think. Yeah, the Kufal, I think, as well.
Oh yeah, that's it. That was the guy. Yeah, I had Sufal and Collins in defence, but now I've switched to Udogi and Reguilon. Reguilon's 50-50. In the press conference, the manager did say that he should be fine for that Burnley away fixture, but it's obviously notable coming near the time when obviously that fixture happens, but he is in the team for the current moment. In terms of the midfield, there is a few other changes. I originally had Kulusevski instead of obviously Elanga now, obviously because I have the triple Spurs, 1 defence, 2 midfielders. So I have switched to Elanga, who's got obviously a nice fixture against Luton away. I think that's a nice differential. I don't think many people are going to look at Elanga and go for that as a pick in the midfield. So that is my, I'd say, free hit differential punt for this week. Obviously, Bow remains the same alongside Son and Maddison in the midfield. Up front, again, there is another change. I no longer have Morris in the front 3. I have switched to Muniz, who has obviously Tottenham at home. So yes, there is a few clashes, but I'm not really positive with clean sheets for this, really. So it's more for the attack, and I think Muniz is a good pick. I think a few people are actually going to go for him, even though he has a tough fixture and he plays against Sonny Maddison. I still think that's a good one to go for. The remaining forwards, Tony, Watkins, they stay the same, as well as the captaincy. I'm deciding to captain Tony still instead of going for Son, because I know a lot of people will go for Son and not really go for anyone else. But I do want to go different and try and get out of this rank I'm stuck in between 60 and 80k. So hopefully Tony is the way out for me. In terms of the bench, that remains the same. I haven't really tinkered that much because I do expect all of these players to start. Maybe Regulon is a 50-50, but I expect everyone else, as long as there's no hiccups, to obviously play in the Blank Gameweek 29. But that is the free hit so far. It could change come near the deadline stream, but that is what I'm sticking with for the current moment.
Okay, brilliant. So that's Jordan's free hit draft. Let us know in the comments, guys, what you guys think. Also, make sure you do smash the like button, guys, if you are enjoying the content. It really helps support the channel. Also, if you're watching for the first time, make sure you do subscribe as well, so you don't miss out any content. So let's take a few of your comments. Roman Jarvis, hi lads, 75 points for me this week. Solanke triple captain turned out decent, but Kirkes was an absolute disaster for me. Gives me a green arrow into the top 100k finally. Well,
nice, Roman.
You got a green arrow anyway, so I guess you'll take that. It's not too bad. I'll be joining you, Huss. Gonna go with 8 players. Gonna go in with 8 players. Want to save it for game week 34. Well, I'm gonna have 11 players, and that's with a -4. So I think 8 is fine though, assuming you've got some of the main picks. I think 8 should be the bare minimum that you'd want going into a blank game week. I wouldn't want less than 8 personally, but I am fortunate that I can get to 11. I have already made my moves for this upcoming game week. Odegaard and Solanke to Madison and Tony for a -4 to get to 10 players. Yep, that looks fine.
Yeah.
I think Madison's going to be a popular pick on a free hit. So is Tony. Obviously, Tony's got Burnley. They're both, I've got both of them in my team. Jordan looks like he's going to have both as well. So, yeah, good moves. And then saving the free hit for later in the season. Yeah, I'm decided to save the free hit just the way my team's set up. Just going back to what my team looks like. I've got a lot of Luton players, and the reason why I bought them in is literally for this game week, and there's no point in me free hitting with this sort of team. West Ham winning 5-0 in Europe currently. Bowen and Kudus are balling, says Roman as well.
Yeah.
Munib says, hi guys, as well. I think this might be a question for you, Jordan. Why did Elanga have a limited minutes against Brighton? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure either on that one, but that should be a good sign. If he did have a limited minutes, that means he's ready and fit for the Luton game.
Yeah, well, Colm has replied saying Nuno wanted an extra midfielder in the middle of the pitch. I've got 80% of the players on free hit, so perfectly happy, says Animations as well. And Munib says he had ended on 50 points and gone from 1.5 mil to 1.58. But yeah, obviously there's still a long way to go, guys. There's still 10 games left of the Premier League, which is still, about a third of the season still left to go, which is a lot of things can happen because we know in game week 34 there's going to be a double. People still have chips. Obviously, a lot of us have wild cards. Some of us will have free hits still after this week. Some people might have triple captain. So things will still change. You'll be able to go different as well as there's more, injuries. New players might pop up. We'll have to see. But yeah, it's going to get exciting, I think. But yeah, I think that is it from us in regards to the team selection video for Blank Gameweek 29. We are back again at 12:30 on Saturday. It is a 1:30 deadline. So make sure you guys do tune in for the deadline stream. Should be a good one. Obviously, Jordan's on a free hit. I'm going to be bringing in Tony, I think, unless he goes and randomly gets injured or something in training. I will be bringing Tony in. Munib also says, Huss, when are you planning to free hit? Game week 34. So game week 34 is probably when I'm going to free hit and then wildcard in game week 31. So yeah, that's it from us, guys. Anything else you like to add, Jordan, before we wrap it up?
That pretty much covers it. I think we'll see, obviously, for the deadline stream Saturday morning, and obviously you'll see if we've had any changes to our plans. Till then, take care. Enjoy the rest of your week.